Hey Pisces, Aries. Welcome into your Taurus season energy reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, my loves. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you so very much. And I thank you for your love and support. Excuse that pupper, okay? If you want to become a channel member here for exclusive viewer perks and bonus readings, you can join at the link in the description box below or hit that join button next to subscribe if you see it underneath this video. It'll take you to the same page where you can overview my membership tiers. We do have a new tier available, so check that out if you're interested and join wherever you feel comfortable, okay? I would love to have you guys on the more intimate side of this channel. Pisces, Aries, for Taurus season, you are being called to do two things that are going to be very crucial and very important for you in order to navigate the energy coming your way and or the energy you're already kind of dealing with, have been dealing with, been a part of for a minute. First thing that you're going to have to do, or let me not even say going to have to, but you might be called to do, is to offer yourself compassion and stretch your patience. I know, Pisces, Aries. I don't think you want to do that. I don't think you want to hear that. I don't think that's where you want to be, but it is what your soul is being called to do through Taurus season, because it does feel like something is slowed down or has slowed down or will continue to slow down, and it is going to test that Aries energy in you, who does not enjoy that slowdown, not one single little bit, okay? So be mindful that as things slow down for you, Pisces, Aries, that you are in control of your own impulses and embrace the season of slowdown and not try to fight against it, because you're going to wear your energy out. You're going to drain yourself quicker than you probably would think you would, okay? So reserve your energy as much as possible in Taurus season. Because whatever the tension is, I guess is what I want to call it, it's showing up in your world for you to transmute it into something. So I would get creative. Taurus energy is a very creative energy. I would get into the arts, whatever art form you enjoy, whether that's writing, drawing, painting, sculpting, dancing, singing, whatever. Something artistic, though. Something where that energy is poured into something that then gives you something visual to look at, or something to practice or focus on again, okay? I don't even care if it's just a coloring book, okay? Go get a coloring book and just channel that energy, that tension into some sort of art practice, okay? Because I think through that transmutation, you'll have and find a deeper understanding of what's really going on. It feels like there's some sort of wish fulfillment that you want that isn't showing up in the timing that you want it. And that's making you think that it doesn't exist or it's not going to happen. And I think that's where the divine is like, just slow down, calm down, offer yourself compassion, be gentle with yourself. It's understandably frustrating, but there's no need to sit in the frustration. Okay? You have the power to change that energy. So this is an opportunity for you to grow. And what you would be growing is into a deeper sense of sovereignty around your own self, what's in your control. Because it feels like this wish fulfillment might be tied to somebody else. Or it depends on other people's free will choices. Let it play out the way that it needs to play out. You just focus on how to manage yourself, okay? And I get it. I really do think this slow down with Taurus season, as nice as it feels, it's gonna be like, I don't want to go an inch slower. If I slow down anymore, I'm not going to be moving, and I got to move. So again, maybe it's just dance. Maybe you just need to move your body then. Move that energy through your body, circulate the energy around you, do what you need to do, but honor and respect the season that you're in, because it is trying to teach you how to do some sort of transmuting that's going to be very needed and necessary as the seasons roll on. So get the skill now so you can use it later. Okay? That's what I was getting in my meditation for you. Let's see what the divine wants you to know about this Taurus season here for Pisces, Aries. Man. Yeah. Okay. So, right. You could be, and please take this lightly, okay? Take this very lightly. But you could be creating your own heartbreak, Pisces, Aries, by wanting something to happen outside of its timing. By putting a rush order on something. You're breaking your own heart because it can't be rushed, and we're definitely not in a season where rushing is the vibe. If anything, if you know a Taurus or you have had any sort of run-in with Taurus, if you got it in your chart, somebody else's chart, child, the moment you try to tell them hurry up is the moment they are gonna go even extra slower just to spite you, because they are stubborn. Because they want to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, and even if the way they want to do it and when they want to do it and how they want to do it is hurting them, is fucking their shit up, they don't care. It's because it's them. They have to see their energy through, and I kind of feel like that's what you're either up against. So maybe you're dealing with a Taurus when it comes to this, Pisces, Aries, or it's just the season of that bullheadedness that's like clashing with your Aries energy a little bit. Okay, so lean into that mutable Pisces. Okay, just lean into that a little bit. Yeah, it's like if the river's going to start going slow, just go down the slow river. It'll pick back up. The pace will come back, but just go ahead and just do the lazy river for a minute. Do the lazy river for a minute. Something about circular energy or something is very cyclical when it comes to this, for me to be doing this. This Three of Swords could be cyclical. You come in, you fall in and out of it. Okay. Clarify. What's going on? What does Pisces Aries need to know? Empress energy. Venus as a celestial body rules Taurus and Libra. Okay. So the Empress heart has 3 swords in it, or that's what you feel like. You could be this Empress, yeah, the Hangman, but you're not seeing something. It's in reverse. You're not seeing something clearly. Clarify. The Four of Pentacles. What is Pisces Aries not seeing clearly with the Hangman in reverse? Death. I'm trying to tell you what's trying to change. What needs to change. Temperance in reverse and how you can transmute it. You don't see that you can transmute this energy. Or you don't see that it's only cyclical because you have to transmute it. It keeps coming back up because you're meant to do something with it, Pisces Aries. And that's what you got to figure out this season. And that's probably the benefit of everything slowing down, so that you can actually comb through it and really figure it out, as opposed to a air or a fire season where things are just kind of like that. You don't really have time to think about it. Earth, think as much as you want. Like, okay, it could even be an overthinking, like a Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Ooh. Judgment with the 7 of Wands that fell on the floor. Yeah, this keeps coming up for a reason, but you keep like fending it off when I think it's something that you're meant to embrace. And I know that might sound counterintuitive, especially with a 3 of Swords being your first card out, but it's there to help you. Yeah, I'm definitely in the higher mind around it. You might be in your lower nature when it comes to this. So I get it. Me saying, oh, the 3 of Swords is showing up to help you isn't helping you. The energy of that 3 of Swords is meant to be put to good use. But if you keep fighting it off It's going to keep coming back because it wants to be used. It doesn't even want, it needs to be transmuted by you. So you can't run away from it. It's going to find you every time. Because what that Three of Swords is catalyzing for you is some sort of change. And I just heard it. Thank you, Divine. And it's change that you're not in control of, which is why you're fighting it. Because you got that cardinal Aries energy. If anything's going to change around here, it's because I'm putting my horns down and I'm busting through the wall. Not somebody, you know, doing something for me or slowing something down for me. No. I got to be in control of it. Okay. Well, this would also be maybe a part of the challenge. Sometimes things are out of your control, Pisces, Aries. But when this shows up, what are you going to do with what's in your control? This is where what is in your control actually shows up. It's like, and comes in handy for you to be aware of it. You can't control the season you're in, but you can control how you navigate it. Navigate it with wisdom. Okay? And navigate it with the belief and the knowledge and the awareness that you have the power to do something with it. If that Three of Swords was useless to you, it wouldn't keep coming back. If it wasn't meant to serve you, it wouldn't return. But you're in this cycle of this Three of Swords for a reason. And maybe during Taurus season, you start to understand that a little bit deeper and you do get this transmuting going. Yeah. It's meant to serve you. The Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this is shifting your heart away from somebody and it's like that's what you're trying to hold on to. I don't want my heart to be closed to this person. I want to keep it open. And maybe that's why the Three of Swords keeps showing up, because you might be poised to actually let this person go. And it doesn't mean that this person isn't going to be a part of your path or a part of your season. You just have to let it go. If you love something, you let it go. If it returns to you, then it's yours. If you let it go and it never returns, then it found a home somewhere else. And that can be hard to accept, for sure. I'm not making light of that. That's not an easy pill to swallow. But it just means that there's something more in alignment for you. But I almost feel like there's a part of you that doesn't want to face that. If it's like in the mind, if you let it go and it doesn't return, that would be even more painful than holding on to it and still getting the pain. If holding on to it is hurting you, you gotta let it go. Let it return back to you in a form that's actually not going to hurt you. And if it can't transmute and it can't transform, or it doesn't evolve into something that wouldn't cause harm to you, you don't want to hold it in the first place. Okay. Yeah, Seven of Swords, right. You don't believe that the Wheel of Fortune is going to turn in your favor if you let it go. So you're holding on to try to ensure it turns in your favor. But that's exactly what's keeping these reversals active in your world. The Hangman in reverse, you can't see the real reality of something and you can't transmute it because you're holding on to it. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Thank you. Five of Pentacles. Yep. And what did I say? You're holding on to it, right? Four of Pentacles. If you let it go and it returns to you, Five of Pentacles, then you know it's yours. But if you never let it go, to allow it to go through whatever death, transformation, and shift with the Wheel of Fortune, expansion, and growth that it needs to go through away from you, so that it can return back to you, then you're not only doing that energy a disservice, you're also disservicing yourself. And again, easier said than done, 100%. The Magician. Like I said, this Three of Swords is there for you to work with. To transmute into manifestation power. Clarify the Empress. The Ten of Swords, right. And I get it. I get it. These Three Swords feel like the deepest betrayal for somebody here. So it's like, how am I supposed to use that if I can't even get up with all these swords in my back? It's all in your mindset. Ten of Swords. This almost gives me like worthiness though, Pisces, Aries, where like some people need, it's like some people need a lover to feel love, as opposed to just feeling love on their own, being the love. It's almost like someone's convinced themselves that like if they don't have this, let's say you're holding on to a cup, you're holding on to a relationship, you're holding on to a person. If I don't have this person, then I'm not the Empress. But you are, regardless if that emperor or whomever is with you or not. This is going to be a season where you're going to have to embody the things that you know, Pisces, Aries, in a way that is maybe very unfamiliar to you, or in a way that is uncomfortable to you. You have the power to rise from this Ten of Swords. Or you have the power to rise and again transmute this Three of Swords, but your perspective is that you're in the Ten of Swords. Or it's like, I can't be the Empress if this Three of Swords keeps showing up. Just because you're in Empress energy doesn't mean that you aren't going to go through anything. Doesn't mean that you don't have struggle, you don't have challenges to rise to and from. It just means you have all the tools available to handle when the Three of Swords happens. It's something about your perception, Pisces, Aries. Right, it's about that wish fulfillment. I can't make it up. Nine of Cups. It's almost like overindulging in the idea of something to the point where you don't want to let it go because it has become a source of your happiness and your joy. So you've placed your happiness and joy in an idea, in a dream, in someone else. So if you let them go, then you don't have that happiness and joy. And that's not really how that works. Yeah, the Fool with the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. You're holding yourself back from a new beginning because you want it to happen with a particular person, or you want some sort of return on your investment to be a Four of Wands with a particular person. It's like, even if that is what's destined for you at this point in your journey, you have to let it go in order for it to even happen. Because it seems like somebody has to go through a death and transformation process that you can't go through with them. Somebody has to go through some growth here, Pisces, Aries, and that growth has to happen away from you. And as much as you don't want to let this person go through that growth, they have to. If this is in fact something that is meant, they'll return to you in the right energy. They're not in the right energy for you right now, so nothing can actually be blended. But it's hard to see that because you're stuck on them being your wish fulfillment. And you want that wish fulfillment now. So patience, that's why I was channeling. Patience and compassion towards yourself and others is going to come in handy. Right, you want it now. The Five of Cups with the Ten of Wands. Having it now would be a burden to you. You're trying to keep these cups from spilling over. They're going to spill over eventually. Don't let the divine bring a tower in to make that happen. Because if you were to stay holding on to this, you're doing too much of the work. You're holding too much of the energy because this person isn't even in the right space to hold their part and do their part. And I know that's hard to hear. It's hard to hear, but it really is. With the Three of Swords being your first card out, that's the only way that you can really get to that Four of Swords energy. You got to transmute it. King of Pentacles. That could be who you're holding on to. Clarify this death energy. The Five of Wands, right. They got to go through their trials and tribulations. It's like, how can they be the emperor if they're not going through the situations and the circumstances that forge them into that energy, that make them learn those tools and pull out all of the different kings to be able to navigate it? Like, if they don't go through that, how are they going to show up as your emperor? I think you see them as your emperor without them actually being the emperor. Sun energy, I can't make it up. It's almost like your positive energy, your life force, not that it would go to waste, but it would be misused if you were to be in a relationship with this person right now. It wouldn't be used for the reason or the purpose for y'all's connection. You want someone who can stand in the sun with you because they've done the work. Not you being the sun for them and you, because they haven't. Clarify this Temperance in reverse. Yeah, your patience is thin. I get it. The world, but that's what you have to... That's just what you got to learn how to work with. You got to step into a patient energy, learn patience. And know that patience isn't sitting still. You can be actively in a sense of patience, doing what you need to do, taking care of yourself. Like I said, transmute that energy into something creative, a project, something. Refocus yourself. While this is working itself out, this person has some sort of karma to go through that you are not meant to be connected with. This karma is going to change them and shift them into who they need to be to connect with you. So yeah, you might have to let them go. And yeah, they might go out into the world and they might get a little beat up. But those are lessons that they need. It's almost like you are fighting the habit of being someone's crutch. It's like you just want to pour into somebody who can't hold what you're pouring. And then you get heartbroken when it goes to waste. But you're not considering the vessel you're pouring into. It's like they got holes in their cup. And you just keep pouring and pouring and pouring. And then you're sad when the cup doesn't hold what you pour because they got holes in them. They got to go patch those holes up before they can actually hold what it is that you have to give. Okay, clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Fool, right. Once they go through their healing, once they go through their change and their transformation, then they'll be able to hold what it is that you have. But right now, they can't. So don't put yourself in heartbreak by pouring into somebody that you maybe now know cannot hold what you have to pour. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands. It's almost like you might have positioned yourself in this person's life like they'll always have you to fall back on. And that's not what's a good use of your energy and or maybe your time. Although you feel the lover's energy with them. Again, I'm not saying this person isn't your lover. That Ace of Cups, because I guess this is what's between y'all, is real. It's just they have to go through what they need to go through in order to actually be a match to you. Like they're a King of Pentacles, they're not the Emperor yet. Clarify the Three of Swords with the Magician. Ooh, okay. Five of Swords with the Six of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Sun, and the Seven of Cups. I also get that maybe this Three of Swords is causing confusion for you on whether or not this person is a soulmate for you or not. Yeah, you're going to get past that. You're going to move past this confusion. Okay, Taurus season is going to clarify something for you when it comes to this person or this situation. You just got to trust what's being clarified. I don't know if there's somebody else here, Pisces, Aries, that you feel like is stealing this person from you, or like maybe this person has to go through another relationship to learn these lessons, and that's what's hard and heartbreaking. I almost want to call this the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Rods. Something's not intended. The Page of Pentacles. This person has to learn something, but it's like they can't learn it through you. Clarify the Three of Swords with the Magician Divine. Can I just get one? Thank you. That's two. But the Moon and the Hierophant. Okay, I feel like here, long story short, Pisces, Aries, you could be taking the actions of this King of Pentacles personally, and it's not a personal attack on you. Eight of Cups, which is probably why you need to detach. It's just lessons that they have to go through. Ace of Pentacles. Empress with the Ten of Swords. The Hierophant. The Seven of Wands, the Queen of Cups with the Knight of Swords. This is somebody that you definitely have to put you got to put a guard up with this person. And not for anything that they're doing, but for your own sake. Because it just feels like no matter what this person does, you're going to feel betrayed because for whatever reason. But it's like that's not the energy that you need to be in. Clarify this Hangman in reverse with the 9. Yeah. It's almost like you're already committed to this person in your mind, but they're not showing you any signs of commitment in reality. So it's like, I know what I feel, and it's not that what you feel is wrong. It's just it's like you're trying to live ahead of the timeline that you're on with this person. Your mind and your heart is already set at the end. So going through the journey is getting frustrating because it's like, I just want to get to the end, but the journey is the meat and potatoes. Like, the journey is what's important. Yeah, and it's like you're overdoing your part in some way, or over carrying the energy. Doing more of the heavy lifting than you need to. I really do think this is something that you're just going to have to let go of for a while. Again, not that it won't return to you. You just got to let it go so it can. The Five of Cups. Yeah. Because if you don't, you're just going to stay in this Three of Swords, Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords energy when it comes to this King of Pentacles. And that's taking away from you. In your world, in your life, in your energy. Clarify the Death with the Five of Wands. The Six of Cups, yeah. It's like you want to fight for this soulmate connection so bad. And you have been. But you're not seeing the same fight from this person when it comes to it. So the only way that it's really staying alive is by you holding the energy. And letting it go. Yes, it looks like a death, but death is just transformation. It's an ending to one way of existing, so a new way of existing can exist or be or come to pass here. It's like it's almost like the connection between y'all isn't ending. It's how y'all operate in the connection that needs to end. Okay? Clarify Temperance in reverse with the World. The Ten of Cups, the Page of Rods with the Devil energy. Right. You keep flirting with the idea of this Ten of Cups, and that's what's bringing this Devil energy about. It's putting you in lower vibration because this person can't give you the Ten of Cups right now. It's like being obsessed with the idea of being in a Ten of Cups with this person when they're putting you in the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So it's almost like you've convinced yourself, or maybe, I don't know, whatever has happened, that going through that is what's going to lead you to the Ten of Cups. It's not going to lead you to the Ten of Cups. Enduring whatever this Five of Wands energy is from this King of Pentacles is not going to put you in the Ten of Cups. So you got to rebalance your energy and close out this cycle of existing in this way with this soulmate, so that a new way of existing, possibly the lovers, can start being embodied by both of y'all. Clarify Temperance in reverse with the World. Can I get one? Thank you. Five of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah, like the truth is here, Pisces, Aries, this has the way that this relationship or connection has been existing has to end. There's no way around it. And nothing can shift and change until it ends. So you're holding up your own shift, your own new cycle, your own new beginning by not letting this go, or not letting go of that way of existing in this connection. And that's not easy. Especially depending on the history here. That's not easy. But it's what has to happen in order for this Wheel of Fortune to turn you into the Fool's direction, into a new chapter and a new beginning. Clarify. The Wheel of Fortune with the Fool and this Five of Swords in reverse. Thank you. Justice, right? In order for you to get your justice. In order for things to properly balance out. Why the Seven of Swords with the Lovers here, Divine, for Pisces, Aries? The Moon. It's like, yes, Pisces, Aries, this is a soulmate for you. That's without a doubt. This could be a very strong soulmate energy. But this soulmate is here to teach you something. It's almost like being in this kind of connection and only thinking that the other person has all the work to do. You also have work to do. It's not you shifting them, it's y'all shifting each other. But if you're refusing to shift what needs to be shifted because you're just focused on the other person changing or doing whatever they need to do, then that's out of alignment. Yeah, it's like you're not a catalyst to this person. You're a soulmate, meaning that both of your souls are going to have to shift. And you not shifting is maybe... I'm hearing it's causing more distance between you and this person. Clarify. Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. Thank you. The Seven of Wands. And the Page of Swords. It's almost like you're putting the resistance in the wrong space. You're resisting the change that needs to happen, and as opposed to resisting the pattern that you're trying to break or that needs to break. Okay. And again, what's meant to be will be. Justice with the Moon and the Seven of Swords. You can stand in your truth. If this is your soulmate, this is your soulmate. Okay. And if you know that they're going to come back around, then they'll come back around. But it's like, you won't know unless you let go to find out. You got to be brave enough to find out. As opposed to trying to control it. Yeah, heart healing emotions, time eases, creativity, inspiration, artists, and ideas. That's okay. Thank you, Divine. I'll leave it out. That's exactly what I was channeling. You got to channel this energy into something creative for you. Create from that Three of Swords. No matter what it is, it doesn't even have to be something that you share with other people. It could just be for yourself. But that's how your heart can heal, when it gets what it wants to say out. What it feels out. When it expresses itself. So your heart has expressions that it wants to emanate. You gotta allow that to happen. So your heart can start healing. Yeah, the Anointed. Answer the call, leadership, and soul gifts. This is what I mean. It's like you can't sit there and expect whoever your soulmate is to change if you're not also doing the work. And sometimes you got to lead by example. And not be concerned if they're going to follow the example or not. You just lead the way. And if they're also brave enough and courageous enough to follow in it or do their own, then great. Y'all get to end up in that lover's energy. That's your justice. Everything works out. If not, that's again their free will. You can't control that. No amount of holding on to them, forcing them, trying to push them into it is going to make it work. Trust the seasons. What did I say? Thank you, Divine, for that confirmation. Change, transition, growth, and cycles. Like I said in my channeled message, don't fight the season you're in. We are in slowdown season. It's Taurus energy, indulgent. All the pleasures, all the things. Take your time. Okay? Trust the seasons, Pisces, Aries. This is your season to slow down and activate leadership within you and heal, for sure, through some sort of creativity. Okay? Channel it. Give that Three of Swords a home to live outside of yourself. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and action. That is how you integrate the Three of Swords energy. You then embody that Four of Swords. And then you take action from a whole sense of self. But it's almost like holding on to that Three of Swords or keep going through that cycle of the Three of Swords is fragmenting you more and more and more and more and more. So it's time to ground and get integrated, okay? Funny how that looks like the World card with the plant yourself here. Yeah. Come to me, attracting like a rose, receive and desire. Exactly. As you do the heart healing, you then shift your frequency, shift your energy to attract like a rose. So you can receive what it is that you desire. It comes to you. It's almost like you're kind of teetering on the edge of not being the Empress because you're trying to take action towards someone where it's supposed to arrive towards you, regardless of your gender. Healing your heart puts you in the Empress energy, so everything that aligns with your healed heart can find you. But if you're not healing your heart, everything that aligns with your broken heart will continue to cycle through your reality. So all your desires will come to you as you start to shift your focus. Okay? Healing is happening. I cannot make it up. You're not broken. Trust the process. The Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching. Clarify whispers of the earth. Held. Right. Support and community. Hey, I don't know, it's like you could write a poem about what you feel from this Three of Swords, and that poem could help somebody else if you post it on a blog, or maybe you want to start a blog about what you're going through. I don't know. It's like there needs to be an outlet for it, for sure, so that it can be unseen help and support for the community, your soul tribe out there. Okay? Yeah, turn that Three of Swords into something that can support somebody, that can help somebody. Like, that's how you do it. Clarify the breathing rose. The mother line, ancestral work. The bud, potential. And the wild rose. Yeah, healing. So extra heavy on the healing here for you in Taurus season, Pisces, Aries. You have potential for great leadership. And you have soul gifts. And maybe that's what's trying to unlock. Again, this Three of Swords keep coming up because that could be the key to unlocking a soul gift for you. But you keep running from the Three of Swords and you're running from your soul gift. It's like the Three of Swords has a gift for you, although it comes in a not so fun package or situation or circumstance. It is still a gift. And a true Empress receives it all. No matter what it looks like. Allow that transformation to happen for you, Pisces, Aries. Yeah, do it your way. Free yourself unique. That's what I mean. This is a season to free yourself from some sort of pattern that is pulling you away from the truth of who you are. More and more and more. The Mother Rose, yeah, returning to each other and compassion, like I said. If it's meant, it'll return to you. But it's the fear of it not returning to you that has you holding on so tight. Even if you're like, no, I let it go. You're still holding on. There's a part of you that's still holding on. You got to let that go. So you both can integrate and return to each other in the right frequency, in a mirrored or matched energy. If that is what's destined here, clarify, come to me. The return, new story, alignment, and coming together. There's your confirmation here, Pisces, Aries. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, but you won't get to the when until you do the work. The when can't happen unless you actually do your part. So don't wait on them to do, and then, okay, now that I know that they've done it and they've showed up, now I'm going to do my no. You're supposed to also be doing your work while they're doing theirs. Yeah, it's like you might want to monitor what they're doing and how they're doing the work. And if they're doing it, that's taking time and focus away from you doing what you got to do. And that's hard, especially when you feel such a deep soul bond with someone. I understand. But it's the only way that there can be space and room for both of y'all to grow. A watch pot never boils, babe. Stop watching the pot. Clarify, healing is happening. I love y'all. You got to stop watching the pot, though. Brothers of the road, sacred masculine protection and support. You're not broken. Trust the process. Healing is happening. This masculine energy is healing. It's happening. It's occurring. It's not going to happen if you keep watching it. Like, because then you're going to critique it. Well, why didn't it happen this way? And then shouldn't it have been like that? And then why didn't they do this? And then girl, boy, whomever. Don't concern yourself with that. If you trust that this is truly your soulmate, if you trust that this is someone that you're truly meant to be with, then it will be. Where's the trust? You got to embody the trust. Empress energy. She embodies trust. So she doesn't get scared when the Three of Swords shows up. She doesn't start doubting whether or not she's an Empress or not and everything because the Three of Swords. No, she trusts, oh, this is a gift. Okay, I know what to do with that. You got to trust that your soul already knows what to do. You just got to allow it to happen. Okay, the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, and self-kindness. Yeah, like I said, you got to show yourself some compassion. Okay. And I know, easier said than done, Pisces, Aries, but it seems like you're in for a whirlwind here during Taurus season. I do hope that this message serves you well throughout that time frame and maybe even beyond it. Let me know in the comments what resonated with y'all. I love to hear from y'all so very much. Thank you to everybody who does comment on the readings. I appreciate you. Okay, and if you made it this far in the message, please make sure you're subscribed so I can pick up on your energy for future readings, as I do channel messages for my subscribers and channel members specifically. So if you want to be a part of that pool of energy, make sure you hit that subscribe. It's absolutely free, okay? And you can also hit that bell so you can be notified when my readings upload on my channel. If you want a personal reading with me, your own timeless reading like this, or an angel and ancestor message, or a love reading, or an astrology reading, a whole bunch of different readings that I offer on my website, cusproses.store. You can book that there. That link will also be down below, as well as other links and ways for you to sow love into this community. If you enjoy your time here, you enjoy my readings, if they serve you or help you in any way, shape, or form, I thank you for that, all right? All right, Pisces, Aries, I love you lots. I'll see you next season. Namaste.